Welcome to Ultimate Python course of 101 awesome must-know programs. Our third problem out of 101 programs is to print ASCII value of a character. Let us say what is the objective of this problem. First, we will know what are ASCII numbers. Second, we will learn to take input a single character. Third, we will also learn one conditional statement if and else block. And fourth, we will also see that how we can use inbuilt functions that are available in the Python. So ASCII is a Unicode that is used to represent every character into numeric value. So in the computer, let us say if we have capital A to capital Z, then these will be represented by 65 to 90. Similarly, if we have small a to small z, so in computer ASCII Unicode, this will be represented by 97 to 122. Similarly, the other characters like space, slash, multiply sign, plus, minus, all the characters have their own Unicode values. So we want to get that Unicode value of the character. We need to create a Python program. Next is we will be using a conditional if and else block. So whenever there is a logic that something has to happen whenever a condition is true, or some other thing has to happen when the condition is false. In that case, we use conditional statements. So if we are using an if and else block, that means whenever this condition is true, then what will happen? We will mention it here. And if it is false, then what should happen? We will mention here in the else block. And let's see the inbuilt function of the Python. So let us analyze this code first. In the first line, we have used the input function with the message enter a character. And using this input function, we will be asking user to input a character. Once the user enters a character, we will store their character into a variable char. Now we need to check whether the char is a single character or a multiple character. For that, we will be using if and else block. Just to check the length of the character, we will be using the inbuilt function len. Inside the function, we will pass the char variable. And we will check using the double equal to operator whether the length of the character inputted by the user is 1 or not. For example, if user inputs A, so the length of this character is 1. If the user inputs, let's say hello, then the length of these values 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So we'll only accept characters with single length. Once it is single length, then we have to perform. So these two statements will be executed whenever the condition is true. That means the user has inputted a single character. Now just to convert this character value into its ASCII value, the Python has inbuilt function that is ORD, O-R-D. We simply need to pass the variable inside the ORD and it will convert value into the ASCII value. So we'll store the ASCII code into this variable and now we'll use print function. We'll use the formatting and with the message, we'll supply the value of the variables. Else condition means whenever the length of the character is not 1, that is it's not a character, it's a message. In that case, we need print function and give the user a proper message. Please enter only one character. Let's see this code into the VS Code. So I have written the same code in the VS Code and saved this with the third.py file. Now let me execute this using this run button. We'll go to the terminal and we can see in the terminal it is asking us to enter a character. Now let me enter a character, let's say small a, and I'll hit enter. You can see the ASCII value of small a is 97. Let us re-execute this to analyze the else block. In this case, we will be inputting, let's say, multiple characters. And now if I'll hit enter, you can see it is giving us the message that we have written in the else block. That is, please enter only one character. So by this problem, we have seen how to take character input, how to use if and else block, and how to use the inbuilt functions available in the Python like len to count the length of the message or the variable, and the ORD function that is used to convert the value into ASCII value.